Did it go? So just setting up the stream to look good. Then two. Okay, we are there on both platforms. So an introduction. Hello guys. Good evening, or we can say good morning or good afternoon to wherever you are watching from. Depend on where you are watching from currently. Yeah, I am your host. My name is Amaike Chiku, and welcome to my stream. This stream is basically targeted towards solving puzzle and enlightening you on a specific thinking system. There is something I want you to observe when watching this stream. Learn how I think and calculate positions. We are going to move varying from simple positions to complex positions. So, welcome to the stream. Wow, why doggy dress? Welcome. How are you doing? Hi, welcome. Where are you watching from? Where are you chatting from? Location and time would do a long way. And if you are watching this stream, you can as well um like the video from YouTube if you are watching from YouTube. So you are welcome. So let's get back to today's business. Yeah, I'll be solving some good puzzles. I'll be solving some puzzles. Yeah, and okay. And this is the first puzzle now from Puzzle Rush. So this is the first one. We'll be moving from area of region of um simplicity to complexity. That's the way Puzzle Rush works. So we're moving up. From here now, this is the first one. So we can go with queen takes rook. So let me quickly put up the game information here on YouTube. Just a quick one. Uh-huh. So people watching from YouTube can also follow the progress by the sidebar. Mm-hmm. Then from Twitch, you can see the whole full. Your contribution is well allowed. I must tell you, whatever you contribute in the chat section, I will read it and will consider it if it appeals to the position and it works well with what we are doing. So basically, what's the last move here? This move is the last move. So rook just move, and that is not really good. Queen takes queen would have been better, but now we have this. So you can, instead of taking this queen, you blunder, and the queen cannot move at the moment because the rook is now pinning the queen to the king. So we are looking for checkmate. The idea between now and 40 pauses, if it works that way, is getting familiar, getting familiar with the end game patterns, especially moving upwards from mating one to mating two, spotting mating three, and so many stuff. Basically, this is to enlighten everyone in chess, whether you are a beginner or an intermediate, that calculate end game as if you are playing the whole game. So calculate the end of the position as if you are playing the whole game. So checkmate first in your scale of preference when looking at the position. Some people go for material advantage because they are used to that taking system, but calculate the end first. Like for example, this one, queen takes pawn, queen takes rook, check, bishop block. In fact, queen takes check, bishop block, queen takes, bishop block, queen takes, rook block, queen takes rook, leads to back rank checkmate. Despite the fact that white has a lot of materials in this position, black can just win it simply. And that's straightforward. So with this happens, we take capture, and that's how it wins. Same thing with here. Back rank is weak. Those are green lights I look out for in positions like this. Since the rook cuts out the king already, rook takes pawn check, leads the way, and that's it. You know, see, you can equally say you want to take bishop first. However, there is queen takes knight mate. Excuse me. So, what do you calculate first? If it's you, do you go for material advantage or you go for checkmate, the truth of the king? So, I'm giving you the scope now. When looking at the position, think of checkmate first before material advantage. Queen to b4 is mate. We call it the square mate. It's a square mate where the um king is kept in a square from this kind of check, and that's it. Yeah, I believe in this. There's one check here. It goes into ID. What's the continuation? Rook check. If he hides, what else? Queen take. So we're not getting out the best, right? So instead of using g5, you can use h6 right up. King goes up, then mate here. You see? That thinking system helped me solve the position. I believe you know what I'm saying and you are getting the idea so far. The idea is think checkmate first. Checkmate comes first before any other one. So calculate your checkmate first before other aspect of the game. So which move will lead to checkmate? Which move is assuring you checkmate? That's what we are looking at. Aha. And that is where the whole idea is, basically. Yeah. So I think I have some music I can play. So we can have this music. This could go a long way to help entertain the stream and the viewers. So guys, we are still in. Yeah, we are here. Check. Covers this diagonal. King goes up. Queen mate. Check. We cover the diagonal. Yeah. And mate is up. Since bishop covers this square, queen takes pawn. Check. Here will the king go to nowhere. And that's a mate. So we have this. Queen here is mate. However, we have to address this. So if I go under here, a discovery picks my queen. So I have to be careful. That is an amount of care. So I have to go to a square like this. F1. If it comes here, I'll take with the king. So F1. Check. I'm going to take the queen. Elimination straight. Can you see what I'm saying? Queen takes pawn check. King up. Queen g7 mate. So this is it. How about knight 6? Bishop takes. We have taken a bishop already. We take a queen. It's under attack. He's under attack. If he takes, we take. And we have a bishop. Yeah. Take the bishop. Take the queen. Now we have a bishop. Oh, I can see this diagonal connected to the king. The king is somewhere here, and I can just push bishop to g6. Pins the queen. Pawn block, bishop still take, and that's win for us. Win-win, win-win. Just sporting tactical idea. Yeah. Sporting tactics. For real. Yeah. Can you guys see it? You have to see that. You have to see it. You have to see it. Hmm. So bishop h6. I take a queen. I will take away the defender of this bishop with check. And I can take the bishop. This works. Followed by this. That's a check. Eliminate the threat. You can move in. What is in it for me? Is that the ninth blunder? If blunders a free knight. Knight takes knight. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Knight takes knight. No check or whatsoever. We can go back there. You can return there. Queen check is dangerous because the king has to leave this particular squares entirely and can't defend the bishop. So check, king goes up, will take the bishop, will check again. Even if the king goes to see it, the same fate and ideas worked. And that's what we're going to follow. Obviously, that's the idea. Okay. Check. We take bishop, will check. What do you think we do here? Bishop can come back, attack the queen with tempo, so we can take this pawn. If king moves, no, pawn will just take. Or this pawn. But bishop coming back, does it seem good? Queen, no. Queen, no. Queen, no. Queen, no, no. So the queen is trapped. Attack the queen with tempo. So attack the queen with tempo. Queen can go here. Bishop. I'm looking at bishop e3. So guys, what is I do here? Bishop e3. Queen e5. Queen e3. Bishop e3 rather. Queen e5. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Bishop check. King takes. Rook takes rook. It's looking like a drama that would eventually work. Hey. What a line. Ooh. Rook takes bishop. He's just there staring at me. Rook takes, queen takes pawn check, queen takes, bishop takes check, king, and we take the rook. That was too quick. How did I know? How did I discover this? Guys, that's the purpose of this stream. Discovering patterns, seeing patterns, knowing when to execute the idea and knowing the piece that should go for the idea. You know, when you look at the board, you should be able to discover and say, okay, this is the piece that can start the operation. Yes. You should be able to see that and say, yes, this is the piece that should be able to carry out the operation, like what I've just done now. In this position, I saw the king standing on the dark square, the bishop on the dark square, defended 1 and 2. And I have a bishop, I have a queen, I have a rook. So I can start my variation with eliminating one defender of the pawn. So I will lure the defender away by attraction. So defender takes my rook, leaving the pawn to be defended once by a queen. So I can now take with queen, queen takes, bishop can take the rook after checking the king. I think that's fair. So this happens. The check follows up. Then bishop takes, and I can take the rook. I'm up in material. You see, this idea just came to me straight up. I am seeing a concept where queen to g1 is mate. Yes, that's the concept I'm seeing. Queen to g1 mate. Now if queen to g1 is mate, it's simply telling me that I need to remove the defender of that square and lure away by attracting this pawn out with a sacrifice. If you can see this, say yes, I can see it in the chat section. If you can see that pattern, drop an emoji in the chat section. Drop something. Drop an emoji there. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop it like it's low. Drop it, drop it. If you can see that pattern, drop that emoji. I know. Okay. So what are we looking at now in this position? We are looking at a new position. Can we make a mate here? Is it possible? Yeah, the mate is possible after rook g4 check, then rook f3. I believe that's it. Rook g4 check, rook f3. The guy has no other flight squares, just this way. That is his skewer. Deadly. Planning to take my rook after moving the queen away. But I will give it a chance. No, I won't. I won't give it a chance. I think in this position there is a beautiful knight to g3 check, of which the only move is pawn takes. If pawn takes, opening an attack from the rook, there's no defend except bishop to h5, then rook takes. That solves it. So, ignoring the threat and going for the attack. This is how you get to know sometimes. When you see a position like this, you have to look for attack, which is the best form of your defense. A counter attack. Pawn takes, you see bishop blocks, rook takes bishop. And that is mate. This is a temptation. He wants to know what we will do. What did he take? The knight. You see, let's observe the position. Taking with the pawn leaves this rook hanging with queen takes rook. So what will happen is this. I won't take with the pawn. Why not take with the queen? Now this idea is part of checking more than one available solution to the problem. This is a way of solving a problem by just first of all observing the board. If you see one particular solution, don't go for that solution. Just don't go for it. Look for something stronger and better. Yes, and that's what I've done. I instantly saw pawn takes, but queen takes check is deadly with the threat of this check also, and that's a mate. So why not just take with the queen? If queen takes, pawn takes, I even create a pass pawn which the rook can defend, then so on. So what do? Queen takes rook is nice, then pawn takes. This is a new position. What do we do, or what do I do from here? If you have suggestion and you're watching this video, do not hesitate to drop them in the chat section so I can see what you are thinking if we are working on the same thinking system. So what do you think I do here? I have some ideas to incorporate. I would love to play the quickest move that wins it for me, but I have to be careful. How? You see, the threat is to take my pawn, but I have this attack. The attack is weak because no more pawn here. If pawn takes, bishop takes, what did I gain? Nothing. Just help his bishop stay on the center square d4. So is it possible to play queen d6, pawn takes, queen takes, knight? Something must be here that I'm not seeing. Oh, oh. Is it possible? Queen b6. A pawn takes. Queen takes pawn. Attacking the knight. So rook comes for my bishop. I'll take knight 1 and knight 2. And he cannot save both. So queen b6 is looking fair for me. If queen b6, pawn takes, bishop can take. Bishop takes, queen takes. Or if queen takes right away, attacking this, bishop. You have a lot to worry about. Even queen c7 is looking like a move that I can play. If queen c7, the threat of this, knight has to go away. Even with queen b6, knight here. See that? Queen c7, knight takes. What do you do in this position? What do you do? You are creating working thinking system. Okay, guys. Okay, let's continue. This position is not looking clear for me at all. Ooh. Sometimes you just have to stay away from the board and come back. Then you will see the solution. You see, in this position here, I just picked up the solution now. And let me tell you something. See, I spotted pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn to c5, bishop goes back, then pawn push attacks the two pieces. Ah, what? This has been here and I was racking my brain for it. Oh, I had to even stand up, take a walk and come back before seeing it. Man, take this. This doesn't solve it, because if I push this right away, see, two beautiful pawns, then pawn to d4 is just settling the case. Bro, take this. And I'm up in material. I can sack a rook here. Rook sack, king takes, queen check. With the help of the bishop sitting on that diagonal, I can have a mate. So rook sack is very forcing. Then queen check. He moves. Oh, this can be a smoother mate after sacrificing the rook. Once knight check, two checks, knight check, and queen check. So king has to go back to the hiding. Now, queen sack. Rook takes, knight comes back to f2 and makes the smoother mate. These are the patterns you should know. As a beginner, even expert, they know this and they know peace. Now, knight takes eliminates the defender of the bishop. Wow. So, if queen takes, rook takes. So he has to make choice between bishop taking the queen and pawn taking the rook. So rook can still even take the bishop. The bishop takes. Knight check. You see that? Yeah. I have a new subscriber, Abuka. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yeah, this is where you learn chess in the simplest form. And in a term you understand. I must tell you. You see, this guy just took a rook from me. Taking this rook did not affect my checkmate pattern. So how do I know that there's a checkmate pattern? There is a knight, a rook, and a queen. Look at the direction. Queen can come to h7 after the rook is sacrificed. So the rook is to attract the king to h1, an attraction tactics. So the rook goes to h1, attracts the king there, so I can make a check with the queen on h7 and I can make a mate. This pattern is what you should know. A must know pattern. Mate. What? The bishop pins the pawn to the king, so this move is a bad move. Green light number 1. Green light number 1. This is the last move. Guys, can you see the last move? Yeah, I think that's the last move. So the last move is pawn push. So green light number 1 is look for if your king, okay, if your queen is in front of the enemy's king, look at the pieces that can support you to achieve mate. Look out for them. In this case, the bishop is trying, really doing a nice work. This bishop also is, in fact, this bishop is stronger than this now because of this work, holding the pawn to the king, and this can be allowed. Queen takes pawn, check. King goes inside, queen mate. Queen to g2 mate. So this is allowed here because of that pin. How do we resolve this? Oh, that's tricky. Just sack the queen. Queen sack, queen takes, rook check, king takes, rook to the back rank is mate. Pure beauty. This is chess at the simplest form and at the same time at the original level. Queen takes, the rook to the back rank, ginger's back rank mate. Now there are patterns you have to learn, and this is just happen to be one of them. We don't have to take this now because we need to be timely. So bishop first of all, if he tries to run queen mate, then we are trying to play queen to g4 check. With queen to g4 check and bishop here, we have a mate here on g2. So play this move, don't take the knight. I can't take the bishop because the queen guards the bishop. Then he will play this check. So I'm going to move away first. He plays that check. I have to take this. And that's how the game ended there. You know what? The idea is straightforward. And we can have a mate. You know. Let me calculate it for you. Queen takes knight is check. The king is unable to move to this square because we have rook covering those squares. So he has to close or block with either the rook or the queen. Once he can do any of those things, we can now make rook to this back rank mate. If he blocks with the rook, rook to h8 is mate. If he blocks with the queen, rook to h8 is mate. Supported by the second rook. Yeah, I believe we are passing that. It's just for you to see the understanding. It's for you to see the understanding in the position, and it's very crucial for you to pay attention on these little details because puzzles are taken from games. So this is an imitation of what will happen in chess games. That is why it's a puzzle now, but can happen in a chess game the next minute. Okay, guys. Take this with check. And there it ends. Bishop takes knight is looking yummy. With bishop takes knight, in this position here, we have removed the defender of that bishop. If bishop takes, we're going to play an in-between move by attacking the rook after playing bishop to e4. So we can now take this bishop later after rook is saved. So bishop takes knight, remove the defender. So white had to take my piece. However, I have an in-between move that asks a question. Now he saves that rook so I can take the bishop. Even if the check comes up, there's no good move here than to just move the king away. Yes. There we are. Yo, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, that's free for some game. That should be Okiki, right? Certainly. Guy, me check the stream. Is it lagging? Because I don't know why here is telling me error with one thing here. The internet was smooth some minutes ago. How what is the quality of the lag? How dangerous is the lag? Can you watch me at all? Okay, the lag is not too solid. Okay. Send challenge, bro. Send unrated challenge. Let's have that in between. I view my network is contributing to it also. Okay, okay. Fine. I'm going to honor your game and come back to my puzzle later. I believe that's fair enough. So let's have your game in. I stop at puzzle 32. So I can continue later after some bunch of 5 games. Let's say a quick 5 game would make sense. But however, the point of this particular stream is still solving puzzles to try and cut across 100. However, in between solving puzzles, there is no crime in honoring my viewers, giving them the entertainment they deserve by playing games with the viewers watching. So Okiki, my main here, wants to play some beautiful games with me. So Kicks. What is his username again? Let me quickly check this out. Just hold on. Keep this out. About to run some games, so let me see. Kicks Nation. Kicks Authority. No, we're gonna make it unrated, bro. Rated game, don't you think? So why is this lagging now? Oh, don't know why this thing is slow. Just hold on. But it's slow. That's like one move wasted. Hmm. This network should not just fumble. Just don't fuck me up. No. 6, 9th, 9th. Just hold on. Just hold on. Sure. Yo, that was that was. It's rated game. No. Why? Why did you send it? Why was it a rated game? Make it unrated, bro. Unrated. Wait, unrated. Just hold on. I never knew it was rated now. I thought I sent unrated. See it, unrated game. I sent unrated game to you. Why is it rated? So we can play a lot of games, man. What? Wait, are you on PC? Okay, are you on PC or on phone? I don't want to send rated games so we can play a lot. It's not easy gathering those numbers for online business. Wait, let me send you. Trying to. We can play a lot if it's not rated, you know, a lot. So I think this is unrated now, perhaps. When I saw when I saw it was rated, I just wanted to be on the safer side, you know. My PC is lagging. I don't know why. Perhaps if my camera is making it to lag. This is your move. That your move is nice. That move is nice. That move C is clear. Push. Hold. This line. Some line you've not seen me play. So let's see if you see me play it. Do you know it? Do you know that line? Okay. No, I don't like what I just played now. No, I don't like it. Yeah. It's a temporary hack, temporary solving. It's temporal. It's temporal. I said it. Okay. There are ways to regain materials. There are ways. Where's my network running to? Where? Where's my network running to? Where? How? Where is this network running to? Is that how bad it is now? Just hold on. Just hold on. Give me 1 minute. Just hold on. Just hold on. Don't know if this camera is the one delaying me. The camera was dragging the stream. It was. So I guess I should just change it. Just hold on. The camera was dragging the stream. So making me act as if I was slow. You need to know what your source, man. I play some of this line myself too. So I don't think knowing them is a crime. Is it? Yes, just stay there like that. Okay, my opponent is taking his time. I don't like this knight here. Start pushing big time. Don't need him. I was here. So, do you plan to attend to me? Yeah, here we go. I thought as much my camera was dragging me back. Well, here we are. Okay, he doesn't want to do that. That line, you know, you're going to play it, play it, play it.